It may surprise you to learn that our body's capacity to absorb alcohol decreases dramatically as we get older than 65. What used to be a simple glass of wine could now be secretly taxing your liver, interfering with your prescription drugs, or causing sleep disturbances that exacerbate diabetes, heart disease, and memory loss. Indeed, research in the Lancet Public Health indicates that seniors who drink moderately have a 35% higher risk of cognitive impairment than those who abstain. According to outdated recommendations, some popular alcoholic drinks may appear innocuous or even beneficial. However, the truth is that some forms of alcohol can exacerbate dehydration, raise blood pressure, cause balance problems, and potentially dangerously conflict with medication in older adults. That and 4 far safer options that won't make you feel like you're giving up the pleasures of social drinking will be revealed to you soon. Make sure to finish watching, because the worst alcohol for seniors is one that is still frequently suggested in health magazines, and it may be harming your heart and brain without you realizing it. Let's get started. In order to ensure that you never miss another personalized health tip, I advise you to ring the bell and subscribe if you haven't already. Type 1 in the comments if you like this video. If not, input 0 to tell me how I can improve your content. 4 alcohol types that older adults should stay away from. 1. High ABV spirits, whiskey, vodka, and rum. Too much, too quickly, and too risky. A straightforward glass of whiskey or a neat shot of vodka could appear to be a harmless pleasure at first, especially to people who have been drinking them for decades. For many, it's habit, comfort, and tradition. However, the aging body doesn't show how much it's changed as soon as it formerly did. Your tolerance decreases, your liver processes alcohol more slowly, and your central nervous system is more susceptible to disturbance after the age of 65. It is now possible for that once friendly nightcap to turn into a silent thief. Hard liquor gives an extremely concentrated dose of alcohol that strikes quickly and forcefully, in contrast to wine or beer. It can harm you before you know it. It doesn't just help you relax. As you age, your margin of safety shrinks, and that shot you once took without much trouble can now cause dizziness, loss of balance, sharp decreases in blood pressure, and worst of all, potentially fatal falls. These dangers are not negligible. In the US, falls are the most common cause of injury-related mortality for persons over 65. In addition to being extremely dehydrating, hard liquor exacerbates typical problems among the elderly, such as dry skin, constipation, and even kidney stress. Its interaction with drugs, however, may be the most underappreciated risk. Strong spirits don't mix well with sedatives, antidepressants, or blood pressure medications. The outcome: abnormalities of the heart, disorientation, and even respiratory depression. You pay for your safety, your liberty, and your capacity for clear thought, not merely a headache the following morning. Furthermore, repeated pressure on the liver and brain system over time can cause cumulative consequences that go beyond temporary fog and can result in long-term cognitive deterioration. Therefore, even while a hard drink might seem like a treat, it might actually be a costly trade-off for older folks. Protecting and making the most of the years you've earned is more important than passing judgment. What comes next, then, if hard liquor isn't the only unspoken threat in your glass? You might be even more surprised by the next kind of booze because it disguises itself in a charming way. Please let me know in the first comment below if you're still watching and finding these insights useful. Let's now discuss point number 2. 2. Sugar-laden cocktails and mixed drinks, a trap in disguise. Flavored wine coolers, dessert wines, and sweet mixed drinks go down easily. Don't burn like booze and have a sweet scent that is frequently welcoming, comforting even. For a lot of elders, It's the preferred beverage for calm evenings, feasts, and holidays. However, there is a hidden danger behind the sweetness, one that the aging body is far less prepared to face. These sweet drinks are not just alcohol. They contain a lot of artificial flavors, added sugars, and preservatives like sulfites. Despite their mild and innocuous flavor, they cause a series of metabolic stressors in the elderly body. The sugars have the potential to quickly raise blood glucose levels, which is particularly risky for the approximately 1 in 4 persons over 65 who have diabetes. Additionally, the ensuing severe glycemic fluctuations may result in fatigue, impaired vision, agitation, or worse, permanent damage to the nerves and eyes. Another unspoken foe is sulfites, which are frequently used to maintain color and shelf life. They have been connected to respiratory irritation, inflammation, and headaches, especially in older persons with asthma or impaired lung function. Additionally, these drinks' acidity subtly erodes dental enamel and exacerbates acid reflux, a chronic problem that is sometimes attributed to aging alone. The cost you incur extends beyond a single indulgence. You may be out of wellness for days or even years. Drinking something sweet and seemingly innocuous causes your body to react by increasing inflammation, impairing digestion, and raising your risk of cardiovascular disease. It's possible that the drink that used to make you feel carefree is now making you feel heavier in ways you can't see yet. The fact that these sugary mixed drinks can provide a false sense of security is even more worrisome. But what about sulfite-rich wine? The beverage often praised for health benefits. If sugar is the covert saboteur, you might want to prepare yourself, since what follows could permanently alter your perception of that glass of red. 3. Sulfite-rich wines, not as healthy as marketed. Wine is associated with many older individuals' fond memories of elegant dinners, social gatherings, and celebrations with friends. Additionally, wine is frequently seen as a healthier option among alcoholic beverages because of reported heart benefits, antioxidants, and cultural acceptance. However, elders may silently and persistently bear a great load from these seemingly beneficial drinks. In actuality, many commercial wines, particularly less expensive varieties, aren't as gentle as they seem. Sulfites, histamines, and other preservatives that might upset the delicate balance of an aging body are concealed behind the sophisticated taste and elegant glass. Health benefits are not the whole story. Many wines, especially mass-produced ones, contain high levels of sulfites, which can trigger headaches, respiratory issues, and skin flushing in sensitive individuals. Sensitivities that often increase with age. This is a serious problem for the many seniors who develop such sensitivities without even realizing the cause. Even more worrisome is wine's interaction with medications, a concern that increases with age as medication regimens become more complex. Wine can interfere with blood thinners, blood pressure medications, and many other commonly prescribed drugs for seniors, potentially rendering them less effective or causing dangerous side effects. Not to mention how wine affects sleep quality and blood pressure, two of the most vulnerable systems in later age. Despite claims of heart benefits, regular wine consumption can elevate blood pressure in many seniors, interfere with sleep cycles, and cause dehydration, all of which are associated with memory loss, balance problems, and exhaustion in older adults. Your energy, lucidity, and comfort gradually deteriorate as a result of that seemingly innocent glass. Though the cost isn't usually instant, it's the price of headaches, sleepless nights, medication interactions, and inflammation. Even worse, it's a gradual decline in health that is masquerading as a sophisticated custom. The next group of drinks raises the risk to a whole new level with hidden concerns that most seniors never anticipate. Even though wine may make it difficult to distinguish between harmful and innocuous, Prepare yourself because carbonated alcoholic beverages aren't as harmless as you may believe. They pose unique challenges that seniors rarely consider. 4. Carbonated alcoholic beverages, silent accelerators of alcohol absorption. They're refreshing, effervescent, and often seem lighter than other options. Champagne, sparkling wine, beer, and trendy hard seltzers are becoming increasingly popular choices for celebrations and casual gatherings. Behind the bubbles and festive appearance, however, these drinks that seem like fun are frequently among the most problematic for older adults. Not because of their flavor, but rather because of the way they accelerate alcohol absorption. Carbonation fundamentally changes how alcohol enters your system. The carbon dioxide gas pushes alcohol through the stomach and into the small intestine more quickly, where it's absorbed at a much higher rate. This means the same amount of alcohol hits your bloodstream faster when it's carbonated, leading to more rapid intoxication. For seniors whose bodies already process alcohol more slowly, this creates a dangerous double effect. Alcohol enters the bloodstream more quickly but leaves it more slowly. This can result in hazardous blood pressure changes, impaired balance, and cognitive effects that arrive unexpectedly fast. However, since carbonated drinks often taste lighter and more refreshing, the danger doesn't hit you immediately. Particularly in social situations, that delusion of control makes it simpler to overindulge without recognizing it. Both literally and symbolically, this is a dangerous combination for elderly people who may already have coordination or medication schedule issues. Additionally, carbonated alcoholic drinks frequently cause bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort, exacerbating conditions like GERD, hiatal hernias, and other digestive issues common in seniors. The effects can be unpredictable and potentially harmful when combined with common prescriptions such as blood pressure meds, sleep aids, or antidepressants. The cost is not limited to the glass. It also extends to the hours, days, and even years that pass. A pleasant celebration could turn into sleep disturbance, imbalance, hazy thinking, or a gradual silent pressure on the heart and brain. These beverages frequently have the opposite effect on elders who are looking for strength, clarity, and longevity. On the other side of awareness, however, lie pleasure and optimism. Actually, not every drink is prohibited. The 4 options you'll find below will improve your experience while also safeguarding your health. Some may even take you by surprise. It's time to flip the page. 4. Superior senior alcohol substitutes. 1. Lower alcohol wine options, heart healthy when chosen wisely. Red wine has been revered for generations as a representation of culture, leisure, and even health. Additionally, it may be one of the few alcoholic drinks that can still provide older folks with more than just a nice taste. However, the portion and the selection, rather than just the pour, is the key. Lower alcohol wines, especially certain organic varieties with reduced sulfites, offer something unique: the ability to promote circulation, heart health, and even cognitive clarity. This is in contrast to harsh liquors or sugary cocktails. Certain grape varieties contain polyphenols that have been connected to better blood vessel function and decreased inflammation, 2 major issues for elderly people who are at risk for heart disease and memory loss. Several times a week, a small 5-ounce glass of lower alcohol wine may help increase HDL or good cholesterol and shield arteries from oxidative damage. However, moderation is a need, not only a rule. Even wine loses its appeal when consumed in excess, leading to blood pressure rise, liver strain, and disturbed sleep. There is a limit to the magic. Additionally, certain wine compounds can directly combat oxidative stress in brain tissues and cross the blood-brain barrier, potentially protecting against neurodegenerative illnesses. Because of their natural warming effects and gentle, relaxing influence, seniors frequently report feeling more relaxed after having a small glass, not because they are intoxicated, but selecting organic products with low sulfate levels and lower alcohol content, around 9 to 11% rather than 14 to 15%, is crucial. It reduces undesirable side effects such as flushed skin or headaches, which are more prevalent in aging bodies. Additionally, wine can decrease absorption and preserve the lining of your stomach when consumed with food, particularly lean proteins or healthy fats. Intentionally selecting and consuming wine can turn it into a ritual of protection and pleasure. However, what if you could enhance wine's elegance and make it even kinder to the body without compromising flavor or enjoyment with others? With each sip, the following option provides both refreshment and restraint. 2 wine spritzers, sophisticated dilutions with minimal alcohol content. Finding satisfaction in the subtle, non-overbearing things is a great aspect of simplicity. A low ABV spritzer is the ideal compromise for seniors who still want to respect their changing bodies while still enjoying the social elegance of a drink. Giving your body something it can manage with care is more important than giving up anything. A simple drink becomes a delightful, lighter, and much less taxing beverage when a small pour of wine is blended with sparkling water to create a spritzer. By reducing the alcohol content by half or more, you can still enjoy the ritual, flavor, and perfume without running the risk of experiencing sleep difficulties, dehydration, or brain fog that full-strength beverages can cause. Our balance becomes less forgiving, our kidneys grow more sensitive, and our sleep becomes more brittle as we age. All of that is respected by a spritzer. It satisfies and moisturizes. It slows you down in the most beneficial way, providing just enough to make you feel included and encouraged without tipping the scales in the direction of danger. And it becomes more than just a beverage when a sprig of mint, a few berries, or a piece of citrus are added. It turns into an enjoyable and present moment. The visual cue has power as well, a tall glass catching the light full with fizz. A big pour is not necessary to experience the joy of celebration. Furthermore, since spritzers are typically drunk slowly, they inherently encourage thoughtful drinking, which keeps you in sync with your body and prevents accidental overindulgence. The spritzer is a modest revolution that whispers rather than yells for seniors who miss the social side of drinking, but still want to do it with grace and purpose. However, what if you could have the same sense of ritual and serenity without drinking alcohol at all? You might still benefit from something that would improve your mood, energy, and intestinal health. You might be surprised at the next option. 3. Session beers and low ABV craft options. Flavor without the risk. For those who truly enjoy the taste and experience of beer, there's good news. The craft beer revolution has created options specifically designed to deliver full flavor with significantly less alcohol. These session beers provide the satisfaction without the consequences. Fatigue, slow digestion, or a persistently foggy head are some of the ways the body communicates its requirements without using words. The liver and brain become more sensitive as we age, and their impact on everything from energy to thought becomes more significant. Session beers come in as a thoughtful alternative rather than a complete sacrifice. Carefully crafted session beers provide all the complexity and satisfaction of traditional beer, but with alcohol content often between 3 to 4% instead of 5 to 7% or higher. They're made with the same attention to flavor, but specifically brewed to contain less alcohol, making them significantly gentler on aging systems. In contrast to higher alcohol beers, which can dehydrate, disrupt sleep, and impair balance, session beers allow seniors to enjoy the social and gustatory pleasures of beer with much less impact on the body's functioning. The subtle decrease in alcohol makes a profound difference in how you'll feel the next morning. Regular, moderate consumption of these lower alcohol options allows many older folks to feel part of social traditions without paying such a high physical price. The ritual of enjoying a quality beer remains intact. The aroma, the pour, the taste, but without the hidden toll on your well-being. Session beer can take on a routine that is as meaningful as previously consuming wine or whiskey. It pleases the hand and the mind when it is poured into a glass, cold and amber. It allows seniors to join in social situations without compromising and to feel good about their drinking choices, not in spite of them, but because of them. What if there was a beverage that could calm your tensions, ease your mind, and still deliver that festive spark without the use of alcohol or sugar? Session beers may satisfy the palate, but what follows is a new kind of toast to aging well. Not just a drink, but a change in perspective. 4. Alcohol-free alternatives, sophisticated mocktails, and functional beverages. Joy in society without the negative consequences. Selecting what uplifts you has a certain nobility. In a society that frequently associates enjoyment with intoxication, sophisticated non-alcoholic options provide a novel form of enjoyment that respects your age and well-being. These drinks are more than just alcohol substitutes. They are expertly blended experiences that balance the body, soothe the nervous system, and nevertheless feel festive in your palm. Rather than dulling your senses, high-quality non-alcoholic spirits, alcohol-removed wines, and functional beverages help you feel more present. Brands like Seedlip, Ritual, and Lyre's create complex botanical blends specifically designed to replace spirits in cocktails. Advanced technology has led to wines that have their alcohol removed while maintaining sophisticated flavor profiles. These substances are modern solutions for seniors who struggle with alcohol interactions, sleep disruptions, or medication sensitivities. A mocktail with fresh herbs, citrus, botanical extracts, and sparkling water is much more than just flavored water. With the aroma of mint, the snap of ginger, and the warming touch of cinnamon, it's a sensory ritual. The way these beverages unite individuals without the afterglow of alcohol or the sorrow of the following day is beautiful. You continue to be lucid, grounded, and completely in charge of your joy as well as your body. Alcohol-free alternatives eliminate the hidden risks associated with alcohol for people with long-term medical issues or those taking complicated medications. No medication interference, no blood sugar falls, and no blood pressure increases, just pleasure masquerading as nourishment. The fact that you're still enjoying the moment, raising a glass, and celebrating life without incurring any physical or psychological costs is perhaps the most significant aspect. Imagine now the cascading effects of these deliberate little decisions. Your vitality increases, your clarity returns, and you demonstrate to others that growing older gracefully is about wisdom rather than limitation. But what happens if you start substituting more sensible behaviors for long-standing ones, not only drinks? The true metamorphosis starts there. One drink at a time, aging well is a decision. Conclusion: refinement, not decrease, is what aging is all about. Additionally, our decisions can change with dignity, grace, and purpose, just like the body. After the age of 65, alcohol, which was formerly associated with celebration, camaraderie, or comfort, assumes a new significance. What once helped us sleep may now deprive us of slumber. What once drew us together may now be subtly dragging us away from our best selves. And what once calmed us may now strain our liver. The truth is, though, that you can still achieve health by knowing which joys are safe to retain as opposed to giving them up. The goal of every drink we've covered in this guide is to redefine pleasure, not to deny it. A glass of lower alcohol organic wine with dinner, a refreshing session beer on a hot day, a sparkling spritzer on a sunny porch, or a sophisticated non-alcoholic alternative full of complex flavors. The ritual and the connection endure, but the negative effects do not. It's not about being flawless. Rather, it's about being conscious and safeguarding your mental clarity, bone strength, and heartbeat. Each drink turns into a choice to respect your body, your path, and your future. And perhaps most significantly, to be totally present for the people and events that are most important to you. There will always be sugar-coated traps, empty indulgences, and shortcuts in the world. But aging well is a protest against all of that. It is choosing presence over escape, memory over fog, and energy over numbing. The initial cost of drinking the wrong things is frequently concealed. A sleepless night, vertigo, or a bit more forgetfulness than normal, but such expenses mount up over time. Thankfully, the advantages of even the smallest improvements also accumulate. It may seem insignificant to replace one unhealthy beverage with a healthy one, but it is a significant and long-lasting gift for your liver, brain, equilibrium, and sleep. You deserve to live these years to the fullest, with clarity, stability, and strength. Raise a glass to the future you've chosen to safeguard, not the past. Because the fact is that there is still reason to celebrate as you get older. It's only the start of a much more thoughtful and unique way to celebrate. The purpose of this video is to encourage you to live life to the fullest and most authentic way. I would be delighted to hear from you now. Think for a moment, then share one item you've learned that you want to use in your own life. On this path of embracing these realities, let's help one another. If this video was enjoyable to you, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to use 0 in your comment. Your opinions are very important to us. For more videos like these, remember to subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy living your life as you see fit.